What up there, people? Sorry this video is taking me a little bit, but we're on the fourth Friday the 13th film. I'm just not going to say the day I'm going to do it, but my next video is going to be um, a kill ranking from Jurassic Park. Because I want to do a kill ranking and then a movie ranking, which I'll do in a little bit. Since we're on like the quote unquote final chapter, I'll have this like kind of be the intermission period. But oh my god, sorry. Um, but yeah, so we're on Friday the 13th, part four, the final chapter, which in a way this was supposed to be like the last one in the Jason um storyline. I actually like this movie. I think arguably it is probably the best one, but my go-to is Jason Lives. But I would argue, if in terms of horror, I think this is the best one. I think it has some good kills. I think it's acted very well. This is the movie that introduced Tommy Jarvis. He's a child in this, played by Corey Feldman. You also have the dad from Crispin Glover. I think that's his name. He was the dad in the first Back to the Future movie. He's in this. So you have a few names in this. This film came out in 84. 84, I might do a video like about 84 in terms of like slashers, because there was a lot. You had this, you had the debut of Nightmare on Elm Street, you had I think there was some out, if you count it, the Terminator. You also had Silent Night, Deadly Night, which I'll eventually do a review for, maybe this next holiday. But so this film starts off the day after, like the very next day after the events of part three. You see paramedics and people picking up Jason's body and taking him to the morgue or to the hospital. So kind of in the beginning, like the parts in the hospital, you could kind of tell were influenced by Halloween 2 with some of the scenes. Even the scene where you have like this girl, the female nurse, I guess the coroner's name is Axel, and his girlfriend Morgan, and he tried to hook up with her. She kind of, you even have like that dynamic which you had similar to Halloween 2 with that guy's girlfriend and that character. So Jason kills Axel with a hacksaw. Like, it was a pretty brutal kill. Like, you spin his head around, almost like a neck snap. Then he kills Morgan with a scalpel, like lifting her up, very Michael Myers-y, but great kill. We see a group of teenagers driving a teen. Actually, no, we meet Tommy Jarvis first and his sister Trish. So they have like a cabin outside, and we see these group of teenagers driving to Crystal Lake. You have Paul, his girlfriend Sam. You have a girl named Sarah, Doug, Jimmy. That's all the characters' name, and Ted. Which one of the group, that's Crispin Glover's character. Then they see a hitchhiker who wants a lift. Jason kills her pretty quick. It's pretty brutal. Like, he stabs her through the neck. Like, it's pretty brutal. Like I said, some of the kills in this movie are pretty insane. And when I do in my Friday the 13th kill ranking, if I do an updated one, a lot of kills are going to be from this movie. This movie's pretty brutal. Like, Jason, I think this, if in terms of human Jason, as some have dubbed him, I think part four Jason is probably the best, played by an actor. I think his name's Ted White. He kills it in this. He has this like iconic look. You know, he's not as yeah, he's pretty much on. So they go for the walk, and they meet these twins named Terry and Tina. Very 80s. This one's probably one of the most 80s ones in the franchise. Like, and Trish is invited. She just turns it down, and he basically just, the first little bit here is kind of slow. Like, you just see Tommy's car needs, not Tommy's car, his sister's car needs like repaired, and they meet a hitcher named Rob, who I'll just reveal it here. His real reason is he's a brother of one of the victims. I think it's the one from the second film, the chick who was impaled with the spear. I think that's his sister. So yeah, like so I will say this first little bit's kind of slow, but then that night a party happens. She Sam gets jealous because she sees her man basically dancing with Tina. She walks off. This kill's actually pretty good. She goes to the lake, swims, and then basically Jason impales her through because she's on a raft, and Jason comes from under and basically impales her with the machete slowly. It's pretty brutal. I'm not gonna fucking lie. It's a pretty brutal kill, and yeah, I dig this movie. I really, and also it feels very gritty, and I think it was very scored perfectly. Like I said, horror wise, this might be the best one. Then Paul goes to look for her, and then Jason harpoons him in the. Oh, it's pretty brutal. In the nuts while he's on the pier. It's pretty brutal. It's fucked up. On that note, Tina with dumped by basically Paul turns her down, so she ends up hooking up with Crispin Glover's character, and her sister wants to leave, and basically she refuses, so she just leaves. And Jason kills her with a spear. I think she's killed off screen, like you see, like because it's raining and like the thunder, and like the lightning strike. You see like a flash, and you see in the shadow that it's Jason killing her. So Jason kills her. Um, then the rest of the other characters, Paul. I'm trying to look up the names. Not Paul. He died. I just mentioned that. Sarah and Doug end up hooking up upstairs while this happens. Jason kills Jimmy with a corkscrew after having sex with Tina. Yeah, Jason stabs his hand with a corkscrew and then cleaver to the face. It's pretty brutal. Like, oh my god! Like I remember just watching this the first time. I'm like, god damn. And then Jason kills Tina by throwing her off the roof. And then Ted, who's stoned, was watching basically porn, and Jason kills him in the back of the head. Um, After Doug and Sarah have sex, Sarah goes to take a shower. No, Doug takes a shower and Jason kills him and basically crushing his face into the wall. It's pretty brutal. Like you're gonna hear me say that a lot in this review. It's very brutal, and I really do like the way it's shot, and I actually think it's. I will say, as much as I love Jason Lives, this might be like the best one. If I'm doing like an objective argument, um, like I would say this one's the best one, story wise and kill wise. He kills Sarah by throwing an axe to the front door. Then off screen, um, oh I didn't mention this off screen. I think this is after he killed Tina. He shuts down the electricity. He like grabs the like the electrical box and just smashes it. He kills Tommy and Trish's mom off screen. Like you see her like scream, and then that's it. So Jason kills her. Tommy and Trish go looking. This is where Rob explained they find because Trish finds Rob's campsite, and this is where he reveals that his sister was killed by Jason years earlier. And basically, he came out here to kill Jason. Hold on. They return to the house. They find Tommy, and then they tell Tommy to stay. They investigate the other house. This is where they find the bodies. Jason um, kills Rob. I think he just kind of just strangles him. It's not really in any crazy way. He chases Trish out of the house. She ends up, I guess, jumping out of a window, and then she goes back to the house, their parent, her mom's house, barricades it, and then this basically where we have the final act. He throws. My beer's fizzing out. Sorry. He breaks in, chases them into Tommy's room. Yeah, basically, while they think everything is fine, because I think she hits him with like a TV, and then they think everything's fine. Jason wakes up, attacks Trish. While this is happening, Tommy basically makes himself look like a younger Jason and basically distracts him. She hits him in the face with the machete, and his hockey mask flies off. It's pretty, I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty good scene. Tommy takes the machete and basically starts killing Jason and screaming, "Die." It's a pretty brutal scene. Like, you see Tommy like switch. I will say this: the actor who plays Tommy, Corey Feldman, in this, I think he was a big kid actor at the time because he's in the Goonies. He was really good in this. I thought he was probably one of the, especially in a slasher, one of the better kid characters in a slasher movie. So he continues to whack Jason. And then basically at the hospital, Tommy sees her and then embraces. So, because originally this was supposed to be like the end of the Jason arc in part 5, which I'm going to get to soon. That was supposed to be like the start of a new. They were basically going to make Tommy the killer, which I will explain more in that video. But yeah. But overall, this movie is great. I would give this film like a 9 out of 10. I really dig it. I think it's one of my favorite versions of Jason. The kills are great. The characters were whatever. Like I said, I don't grade Friday the 13th movies on, oh, it has to have great characters. This isn't a franchise like that. I'm here to watch Jason just murder people. And I think this movie does a really good job of that. But I think Trish was a good character. She cared about her brother. The kills are insane, and easily the best kill was, I think, Crispin Glover, Jimmy's death. The cleaver, the fucking corkscrew in the hand, and then the cleaver to the face. It's just holy shit. Or between that one, or where he kills the dude in the shower, where he grinding it, basically smashing his head against the tile. That's pretty brutal. So both of those. But overall, this is a great movie. This is one I find myself watching a lot, along with Jason Lives, which we'll get to. I cannot wait till I review that one, because, man. But this one I really do enjoy. I think I gave it a 9 out of 10, and I'm going to continue with the series. I'm going to take one more hit, and then I'm going to do the outro. But yeah, my next video will be my kill ranking for Jurassic Park. I'll either do that tomorrow or Friday, and then after that we'll get back to part 5. So other than that, guys, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.